The morning sun rose slowly over Barrackpore Cantonment, painting the parade ground in soft golden light. British officers moved about casually, boots polished, uniforms crisp. To them, it was just another day in the Empire. But among the Indian soldiers, the air felt heavy. Something invisible yet dangerous was hanging in the silence. One man stood apart. His name was Mangal Pandey. A soldier of the 34th Bengal Native Infantry, Mangal Pandey was known for his discipline, strength, and quiet pride. He was not born a rebel. He was born a son of the soil, raised to respect duty, faith, and honor. But the Empire had crossed a line. For months, rumors had traveled faster than marching orders. The new Enfield rifle cartridges, soldiers whispered, were greased with cow and pig fat. To load the rifle, the cartridge had to be bitten. For Hindu soldiers, the cow was sacred. For Muslim soldiers, the pig was forbidden. It was not just an insult, it felt like a deliberate attack on faith, a slow poison meant to strip them of identity. The British officers laughed off the concerns. Superstition, they said. Obey orders. But for the sepoys, it was not superstition. It was humiliation. Mangal Pandey listened. He watched. And inside him, something began to burn. Pandey had served the company loyally. He had marched where ordered, fought when commanded. But loyalty, he believed, worked both ways. What he saw now was not respect, it was control. Indian soldiers were paid less. Promotions were rare. Punishments were harsh. And now, even their beliefs were under attack. One night, under a dark sky, Pandey spoke quietly to fellow sepoys. If they can force this on us today, he said, tomorrow they will force us to forget who we are. The words spread, not as slogans, but as truth. That afternoon, Barrackpore was unusually still. Mangal Pandey stepped onto the parade ground, his musket in hand. His eyes were steady. His decision was already made. He loaded his weapon. Not against an enemy from afar, but against the injustice standing before him. As British officers approached, Pandey shouted, his voice breaking the silence like thunder. Enough. A shot rang out. Chaos followed. Sepoys froze. Officers shouted orders. Smoke filled the air. Pandey charged forward, fearless, driven by something greater than fear, defiance. Other Indian soldiers hesitated. Some watched in shock. Others felt the fire ignite inside their own hearts. For the first time, a sepoy had openly challenged British authority with a weapon in hand. The rebellion could have spread that very moment. But hesitation proved fatal. Some soldiers stepped back. Others were restrained by fear of punishment. A British officer survived the attack. Reinforcements arrived. Pandey was overpowered. Wounded, bleeding, yet unbroken, he was arrested. As he was dragged away, witnesses said there was no regret in his eyes. Only resolve. The British moved swiftly. They needed an example. They needed fear. Mangal Pandey was court-martial-ed. The trial was brief. The verdict, already decided. He was accused of mutiny, of inciting rebellion, of attacking his superiors. Pandey did not beg. He did not deny. History remembers his silence louder than words. The execution was scheduled. On the day of his hanging, soldiers were forced to watch. The British believed fear would crush rebellion. But fear has a strange way of changing form. As the noose was placed around Pandey's neck, the crowd was silent. Some looked down. Some clenched their fists. The body fell. But something else rose. Mangal Pandey died, but obedience died with him. Within weeks, sepoys across North India began to rise. Meerut, Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow. What started as one man's defiance became a nation's awakening. The British called it a mutiny. India would remember it differently. Mangal Pandey did not see freedom. He did not lead an army. He did not wear a crown. But he did something greater. He showed that the British were not invincible. That resistance was possible. That dignity was worth dying for. Every revolution begins with a spark. In 1857, that spark had a name. Mangal Pandey.